What if I told you the richest person in history could make today's billionaires look poor? Not Elon Musk, not Jeff Bezos, but a king from Africa who once caused inflation in an entire country just by spending money. And what if entire empires, like Rome, were worth more than the GDP of modern superpowers? Today, we're comparing the wealth of history's greatest empires, adjusted for today's value, from the mighty Roman Empire to the legendary wealth of Mansa Musa, to modern tech giants controlling trillions of dollars. We're going to answer one question: who was truly the richest? But to make it fair, we adjust everything for inflation, economic size, and global impact. Let's begin with one of the most powerful civilizations in history, the Roman Empire. At its peak around 117 AD, Rome controlled vast lands across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Rome wasn't just powerful, it was insanely rich. Historians estimate that the Roman economy made up about 25% of the world's total GDP, 1/4 of the entire world's wealth, controlled by one empire. If we adjust that to today's economy, that's roughly $20 to $25 trillion. That's comparable to the entire economy of the United States today. Rome generated wealth through taxes from conquered lands, massive trade networks, slave labor, and gold and silver mines. But this wealth wasn't equally distributed. Most citizens were poor, while emperors lived like gods. Now let's move to a man who might be the richest person to ever live. Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire in the 14th century. Mali was the world's largest producer of gold at the time, and Mansa Musa controlled it all. His wealth is often described as impossible to measure, but economists estimate his net worth today would be around $400 billion or more. That's more than any billionaire alive today. But what made him legendary was his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324. He traveled with 60,000 people and hundreds of camels, each carrying gold. He gave away so much gold in Egypt that he caused inflation that lasted for years. Imagine having so much money that your spending crashes an entire economy. That's Mansa Musa. Now let's jump to the present, where empires don't conquer land. They dominate the digital world. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, these companies are worth trillions of dollars. Apple alone has crossed $3 trillion market value. That's larger than the GDP of many countries. But here's the difference. Unlike ancient empires, modern wealth is based on technology, data, global influence, not gold or land. And instead of emperors, we now have CEOs controlling global systems. Let's compare. Roman Empire, around 25 trillion. Mansa Musa, over 400 billion. Modern tech giants, trillions in corporate value. So who wins? If we talk about total economic power, the Roman Empire dominates. Individual wealth, Mansa Musa wins easily. Modern influence, tech giants control the world today. But here's the real question. What defines wealth? Gold, land, or control over billions of people? Because today, the richest empires don't need armies. They just need your attention. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, who do you think was truly the richest in history? And what topic should I cover next?